What's happening, everybody? Before I jump into the content of the video, I want to say rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, a man who is mourned by his family, his friends, and the entertainment world, and just the world at large, for not only being the on-screen representation of Black Panther in the MCU for just millions of people, but the just inspiration for kids and people like me, and I just think about what he was and what he represented for people, seeing a hero on the big screen, live action, and just so people can look up to him and see a hero who looked like them, and just what he did for that. But also, it has to be bigger than that, because he is absolutely bigger than just this one role in those few movies. He's just done something, played several iconic characters, and just played different roles, different movies, all types of things. And so it has to be bigger than that. And he is he was actually human with a family, a wife, and he may have had, I believe he could have had kids, I don't know. But it just has to be obviously what Black Panther meant, especially this being sits around the YouTube comic book community and comic books. So yeah, we talk about the Black Panther aspect, but it's definitely bigger than that. So I just want to say that, I get that out first. And then let's jump into what I want to talk about. So over the weekend, I just happened to jump on Facebook, which I don't normally do. I rarely jump on Facebook, but I saw that my cousin posted something about ComiXology and them listing, but like just pretty much every damn Black Panther comic ever published for free. So I was like, all right, what? Let me jump on ComiXology. Now I already have a bunch of Black Panther stuff, and obviously I prefer physical comics. We already know that. But when I was looking through, and I still think about some other titles, I want to go back and double check. So they could still be on there. But as of right now, and I don't know when you'll watch this video, and I don't know how long this will last, but you go on ComiXology right now, a bunch of Black Panther comics are free. So go check out, go hit up ComiXology, or the Marvel app, both kind of tied into the same. The libraries kind of cross over, so you can go on there and just check out the Black Panther comics. They have like just huge selection, like hundreds of Black Panther. You have to just search by single issues, because it won't work for the trades. But the single issues are all free, from the 1977 series, Jack Kirby, up into the current series, Ta-Nehisi Coates, Brian Stelfreeze, and all of them. All that's in there. Even that weird bit where he took over Daredevil's title, so it was Black Panther, the Man Without Fear, and he was just running Hell's Kitchen while Daredevil was going through some stuff. And it was such a weird time. But it's been so long since I read that one, I don't even remember how it was. I just remember it being just kind of weird. I was like, all right, how do I catalog this in my collection? It's Black Panther, Man Without Fear. It was kind of weird, just a weird time. That's comics. But it's all this stuff's on there. And even Fantastic Four 52 was first appearance. I was like, wait, let me go check Fantastic Four, see if his first appearance is there. Yep, sure is. 53 isn't, but that's okay. And neither is Avengers. I think it's either 62, 82, or 86, whatever. But that was more for Man Ape, I believe. So I was like, all right, I probably didn't really expect that, but I just wanted to check it. And then I still want to go back and check, I think it's Jungle Action, to see if that little stint that Black Panther was featured in, if that's a part of this. But all you have to do is, like, you'll see it, just go search for Black Panther, boom, you'll see search results, and just go down to, because if you aren't familiar with ComiXology, when you search something, it'll just pop up for anything that has those words, and then type like those words. So it'll go series, single issues, and I think maybe collected editions, and there's a couple other categories that will pop up. But you just go down to single issues, and boom, I think there should have been like 256 results just for Black Panther. And like, you just scroll through it, just free. Oh, hell yeah, like cleared them all. Like I racked up a bunch of them, added them to my cart, and you know how many there was on there? I don't know how many, but so many that it said I had too many items in my cart. You know how many items you have to have for something to say too many items in your cart? So again, the 1977 series, which was like 15 issues, the 98 series, which ran, I feel like that was 62 issues, but I could be wrong. The current series, the most recent series, I don't even know what the status of that is. The 2005 series, I believe, which ran 42 issues. Something that was mid to late 2000s, whatever year it started. Those, the other series that there was a 12-issue series that Campbell did a lot of covers for, which Shuri was big part of, and there was, oh my gosh, there was just so many, there's just several series, there's hundreds of Black Panther issues. So now, what I wanted to share this obviously because it's just dope, and I don't even know if they publicized it. All of a sudden, like, for all I know, they just made the move, and then it was just out there and just kind of spread. So my cousin had talked about this, and then I was like, all right. So I went on Twitter and I just posted some screenshots of like my second cart, because I had to make that second cart because there was too many in the first one. So after like did the second purchase, it was free, and like all this stuff on there, and I just like, oh, let me check. So after I tweeted like a short little thread about it and just talking about it and what it could do, I searched. And just to see other people talking about it. So a whole bunch of other people talking about it. Like, hey, go over ComiXology. All these Black Panther issues are free. And I think it's dope. And it was a good tribute to Chadwick Boseman and just what he inspired and what Black Panther did for just comic books and the comic movies and just that whole community. But also, honestly, definitely it was big for the black community, because we finally got a big, popular, I guess you could say pretty popular. I don't know what his status was kind of going into it. It kind of, you never know with comics, but this icon and this ruler of a nation, and we get this on there. So we're seeing characters like who look like us, and even before, like long before Black Panther was even announced, and people were just kind of talking about like, oh, if we ever get a Black Panther movie, I'm thinking, that's where I thought, this is not going to happen, because they're going to do some goofy whitewash shit or base it in America, because I'm like, they're not going to put, like, there's no way they're going to have all these black characters on here. And even it was like when it actually happens, like, oh, they finally did, but then they still tossed in the one dude who worked for, what was it, the CIA, and like, I still put him in there, and he still had a bit of a role in that. So I was like, just couldn't quite finish it off. I just knew there was going to be some hitch, and it, like, he was cool, but I'm just saying, like, you just have to understand from the black perspective, like, this is just a common theme. So even though as great as Black Panther was, like, we just still kind of knew like that was going to be something that was going to happen. But this is just dope, and I hope that it just spreads. So that's why I wanted to make this video, just because I thought it was dope and I wanted to spread so people can see and just push people towards the comics. So they're like, all right, you see this character, and he inspired so much, and like all the cosplay, just people just getting into comics, going to comic shops, wanting to check out, like, oh man, I could just do Black Panther, he rules this African country, and like, yeah, I just want to see more. So I hope people like go on this and just get inspired more, and just wanted to check out and just head over to comics, and yeah, just want to see more of Black Panther, Shuri, Wakanda, and everything that's come from this world. Oh, also, besides just the main series, there's also a lot of other the spin-off series. What is it? Black Panther and like the Crew or something. There's some Crew title, and Rise of the Black Panther. And I have to check Shuri, because I don't know if Shuri's series was included. It might have been. I can't even think about all the titles that I added to my cart, but I'm supposed to have some images kind of overlaid over this, so you kind of get an idea of all this stuff. And again, I will be going back to check for some of those other titles, like especially Jungle Action. I think that was the title that Black Panther had solo run in. So some solo stories, but I don't remember how long that ran for. But it's just something I wanted to check, and you can definitely check this out. Again, I don't know when you're gonna watch this video, and I don't know how long it'll last, but if you do catch it in time, I definitely recommend going and do this, because there's just so much history, just so many stories. Jack Kirby, Christopher Priest, Ta-Nehisi Coates, Brian Stelfreeze. Oh my gosh. I think Doommore's on there, and I had some covers by John Romita Jr. And then, so yeah, just tons of characters involved, all these different creators, these eras, like decades of Black Panther action. just go do it. Black Panther, and again, Fantastic 452. So you have to search that one separately, obviously. And who even knows what other series might be in there. So main series and spin-off series, the first appearance, and the events like Doom War. So yeah, just go do that, because I didn't see that this was publicized at all. So it was just a low-key tribute to Chadwick Boseman and him bringing Black Panther to life on the big screen, and that inspiration, a cultural movement, cultural touchstone, and this huge, just became a global icon for a lot of people. And yeah, I just think that's dope. So yeah, had to represent, wear my Black Panther shirt for this. So yeah, that's all. I just want to share this, and definitely go check this out. Also, if you are new to this and like you're like, all right, you've never seen this, definitely I recommend going and do that. But also, go check out your comic shop. Go hit every comic shop. Go check out some comics and like just go buy a bunch. As I said, obviously, and if you're new to this channel, like you're just seeing this video for this first time, like interacting here. Love my physical comics, but I couldn't pass up just having all of these in my digital library just for the hell of it. Like I redeem all my digital codes from Marvel just to have them. You never know when, because sometimes I will be caught up in a situation where I'm just out somewhere and I don't have anything to entertain me, just me and my phone, and I always find something to entertain me. But having comics to read is always a plus, so I definitely can't turn that down. But as I said, I do own a good chunk of these. But I will still have this, and I will still continue to search and hunt for physical copies of all of this. And if you've heard that you don't want to do the search or do the hunt for single issues, go hit up your comic shop and go buy some trades. You can buy collected editions of plenty of Black Panther stories. I don't even know if the original Jack Kirby series was ever collected. I'm sure it was. It could have been in the Jack Kirby collection, or if there was another early Black Panther collected edition out there. I'm not sure. I had to double check, do some research, but that's okay. So yeah, just go do that. If you heard about this, what series, what have you read so far? If you dug right into it, go check out that early Jack Kirby stuff, because that would just be cool. You got Jack Kirby, Black Panther, and yeah, so that's that. Happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting. Again, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. You will be missed. You are just an inspiration to numerous kids, and even just ones in the future who haven't heard of you, who haven't seen you, but they will see what you did and they will just be inspired by that. So this is GENOTHADRAGON. Thanks for watching, and peace out.